Good evening and welcome to the news at 10. Prime Minister Omar al-Razaz paid a surprise visit to headquarters of the Social Security Corporation in Wadi Saqra to inspect the progress of work and the level of services provided to citizens. The Prime Minister said that each employee should work to raise the level of satisfaction for service recipients and provide services in a short period of time, stressing that the satisfaction of citizens is a top priority for the government. Razaz pointed out during his field tour the need to provide available electronic services and keep pace with developments to improve these services. State Minister for Media Affairs and Government spokesperson Jumana Ghnemat said that Jordan stands by Saudi Arabia in implementing its laws and regulations and rejects interference in its internal affairs. The minister emphasized Jordan's firm position towards regional and international relations, which must be based on respecting sovereignty of states. Ghnemat stressed Saudi Arabia's sovereign and legal right to protect its national security. She also praised major reforms being carried out by the Saudi leadership to achieve the aspirations of the Saudi people and serve the interests of the Arab and Islamic nations. Minister of Foreign Affairs and Expatriates Ayman al-Safadi discussed with his Norwegian counterpart Ine Eriksen Søreide means of forging closer ties as well as developments in the region. The two ministers said that Jordan and Norway will continue work to boost coordination and further promote relations in the economic, investment and defense fields. Safadi and the Norwegian minister also signed an agreement on exempting holders of diplomatic passports from visas. In a joint press statement following the meeting, Safadi highlighted the important and effective role of Norway in solving the Palestinian-Israeli conflict and achieving security and stability in the region. Hundreds of Palestinians took part in a funeral procession for two Hamas members killed by Israeli tank fire in the northern Gaza town of Beit Lahia. Earlier, Israeli tank fires killed the two men in a strike the Israeli military said was launched against a position from which its troops had come under fire. UN and Egyptian-led efforts are underway to mediate a long-term truce between Israel and Hamas that would end a 4-month upsurge of violence along the Israel-Gaza border. Many countries have expressed their support for the Iran nuclear deal after Washington vowed to reimpose sanctions on Iran lifted under the deal. Iran's Foreign Minister Mohammad Jawad Zarif said that U.S. President Donald Trump and the countries supporting the sanctions have become isolated by their hostile policies. A UN spokesperson said the United Nations continues to encourage support for all governments for the Iran nuclear deal and that UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres continues to view the Iran nuclear deal as a diplomatic achievement. The European Union, Britain, France and Germany issued a joint statement saying they will maintain economic ties with Tehran. In an ornately decorated building in central Beijing, shoemaker Kai Wenke painstakingly crafts shoes by hand in a process that has hardly changed since the business first started in 1853. Kai's shop has made shoes with traditional 1,000-layer soles and hand-stitched fabric uppers since the Qing dynasty, which ruled until 1912. The shoes, first designed for court nobility, are made with more than 40 types of tools in a specific sequence of more than 90 steps, with each pair taking 4 to 5 days to finish. A pair of these classic shoes costs about $73, and Kai makes more than 300 varieties of the shoes, all based on the same design conceived 150 years ago. Canadian Milos Raonic made good use of his booming service to oust 10th seed Belgian David Goffin in the first round of the Rogers Cup. Playing in front of his home crowd in Toronto, Raonic topped Goffin 6-3, 6-4, which included him winning all 27 points when his first serves landed in. Fellow Canadian Vasek Popsel has led less luck after suffering a 6-4, 6-3 straight sets defeat against Croatian Borna Koric. World number 21 Koric will now face off against tournament 6th seed Marini Klinci of Serbia in the next round.
It's the pot officials challenging a call left nearby. Ball is called out. It's that one there, very close.
And finally, for a quick look at the weather, normal summer conditions are expected across the kingdom with temperatures around seasonal average, while winds will be northwesterly moderate to brisk. Amman can expect a high of 32 degrees Celsius and a low of 21 degrees. And in the Gulf of Aqaba, hotter conditions prevail with daytime temperatures reaching 41 degrees, dropping down to 29 at night. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news. I'm Nancy Khair. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.